Narrated Abdullah bin Abbas. I was informed by Abu Sufyan that Heraclius said to him, I asked you whether they, followers of Muhammad, were increasing or decreasing. You replied that they were increasing. And in fact, this is the way of true faith till it is complete in all respects. I further asked you whether there was anybody who, after embracing the Prophet's, religion, Islam, became displeased and discarded it. You replied in the negative, and in fact, this is a sign of true faith. When its delight enters the heart and mixes with them completely, nobody can be displeased with it.
حدثنا إبراهيم بن حمزة قال حدثنا إبراهيم بن سعد عن صالح عن ابن شهاب عن عبيد الله بن عبد الله أن عبد الله بن عباس أخبره قال أخبرني أبو سفيان أن هرقل قال له سألتك هل يزيدون أم ينقصون فزعمت أنهم يزيدون وكذلك الإيمان حتى يتم وسألتك هل يرتد أحد سخطة لدينه بعد أن يدخل فيه فزعمت أن لا وكذلك الإيمان حين تخالط بشاشته القلوب لا يسخطه أحد.
Narrated in Nu'man bin Bashir. I heard Allah's messenger, saying, both legal and illegal things are evident, but in between them there are doubtful, suspicious things, and most of the people have no knowledge about them. So whoever saves himself from these suspicious things saves his religion and his honor. And whoever indulges in these suspicious things is like a shepherd who grazes his animals near the hema, private pasture, of someone else, and at any moment he is liable to get in it. O people, beware. Every king has a hema, and the hema of Allah on the earth is his illegal, forbidden things. Beware. There is a piece of flesh in the body. If it becomes good, reformed, the whole body becomes good, but if it gets spoilt, the whole body gets spoilt, and that is the heart.
حدثنا أبو نعيم حدثنا زكريا عن عامر قال سمعت النعمان بن بشير يقول سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول الحلال بين والحرام بين وبينهما مشبهات لا يعلمها كثير من الناس فمن اتقى المشبهات استبرأ لدينه وعرضه ومن وقع في الشبهات كراع يرعى حول الحمى يوشك أن يواقعه ألا وإن لكل ملك حما ألا إن حمى الله في أرضه محارمه ألا وإن في الجسد مضغة إذا صلحت صلح الجسد كله وإذا فسدت فسد الجسد كله ألا وهي القلب.
Narrated Abu Jamra. I used to sit with Ibn Abbas, and he made me sit on his sitting place. He requested me to stay with him in order that he might give me a share from his property. So I stayed with him for 2 months. Once he told me that when the delegation of the tribe of Abdul Qais came to the Prophet asked them, who are the people, you? Or who are the delegate? They replied, we are from the tribe of Rabi'ah. Then the Prophet said to them, welcome, O people, or O delegation of Abdul Qais. Neither will you have disgrace, nor will you regret. They said, O Allah's messenger, we cannot come to you except in the sacred month, and there is the infidel tribe of Madar intervening between you and us. So please order us to do something good, religious deeds, so that we may inform our people whom we have left behind at home, and that we may enter paradise by acting on them. Then they asked about drinks, what is legal and what is illegal. The Prophet ordered them to do 4 things and forbade them from 4 things. He ordered them to believe in Allah alone and asked them, do you know what is meant by believing in Allah alone? They replied, Allah and His Apostle know better. Thereupon the Prophet said, it means 1. To testify that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah and Muhammad is Allah's messenger. 2. To offer prayers perfectly. 3. To pay the zakat, obligatory charity. 4. To observe fast during the month of Ramadan. 5. And to pay al-Khumus, 1/5 of the booty to be given in Allah's cause. Then he forbade them 4 things, namely, Hantam, Dubba, Nakar, and Musafat or Makayar. These were the names of pots in which alcoholic drinks were prepared. The Prophet mentioned the container of wine, and he meant the wine itself. The Prophet further said to them, memorize them, these instructions, and convey them to the people whom you have left behind.
حدثنا علي بن الجعد قال أخبرنا شعبة عن أبي جمرة قال كنت أقعد مع ابن عباس يجلسني على سريره فقال أقم عندي حتى أجعل لك سهما من مالي فأقمت معه 2 شهرين ثم قال إن وفد عبد القيس لما أتوا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من القوم أو من الوفد؟ قالوا ربيعة. قال مرحبا بالقوم أو بالوفد غير خزايا ولا أندام. فقالوا يا رسول الله إنا لا نستطيع أن نأتيك اللي في شهر الحرام، وبيننا وبينك هذا الحو من كفار مضر، فمرنا بأمر فصل نخبر به من وراءنا وندخل به الجنة. وسألوه عن الأشربة فأمرهم ب4، ونهاهم عن 4، أمرهم بالإيمان بالله وحده. قال أتدرون ما الإيمان بالله وحده؟ قالوا الله ورسوله أعلم. قال شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا رسول الله، وإقام الصلاة، وإيتاء الزكاة، وصيام رمضان، وأن تعطوا من المغنم الخمس. ونهاهم عن 4 عن الحنتم والدباء والنقير والمزفة. وربما قال المقير، وقال احفظوهن وأخبروا بهن من وراءكم.
Narrated Umar bin al-Khattab. Allah's Messenger said, "The reward of deeds depends upon the intention, and every person will get the reward according to what he has intended. So whoever emigrated for Allah and his apostle, then his emigration was for Allah and his apostle. And whoever emigrated for worldly benefits or for a woman to marry, his emigration was for what he emigrated for."
حدثنا عبد الله بن مسلمة قال أخبرنا مالك عن يحيى بن سعيد عن محمد بن إبراهيم عن علقمة بن وقاص عن عمر أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الأعمال بالنية ولكل امرئ ما نوى، فمن كانت هجرته إلى الله ورسوله فهجرته إلى الله ورسوله، ومن كانت هجرته لدنيا يصيبها أو امرأة يتزوجها فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه.
Narrated Abu Masudi. The Prophet said, "If a man spends on his family with the intention of having a reward from Allah, sincerely for Allah's sake, then it is a kind of almsgiving and reward for him."
حدثنا حجاج بن منهال قال حدثنا شعبة قال أخبرني عدي بن ثابت قال سمعت عبد الله بن يزيد عن أبي مسعود عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا أنفق الرجل على أهله يحتسبها فهو له صدقة،